Hey, Scorpio risings. What up, what up, what up? This is Astro Dim here, giving you a 12 card spread reading for July 2018. This can, Scorpio suns and Scorpio moons may resonate with this as well, but this is specifically for Scorpio risings, and I'm praying specifically for Scorpio risings while I'm shuffling these cards, okay? All right. So, with the 12 card spread, each card represents a house, with like kind of like in astrology, very much like in astrology. Each house represents a sector of your life, and so I'm using both astrology and tarot to give you an understanding of how your July 2018 is going to be. Okay, and I'll be able to read this information out for you. Now, just give me a second to pray over these cards and shuffle them so I can give you the best reading possible, okay? So you can resonate. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna cut the cards. Alright, overall card for Scorpios. What is up with the Judgment card? Okay, let me see if I'm giving. Okay, there you go. Judgment card's been popping up in a lot of readings. So y'all should watch the beginning of each reading just to see who got the Judgment card and where, okay? Because it'll tell you which rising sign has it. You may connect with them, blah, blah, blah. That's your overall card. Five of Wands for the first. Wow. I'm trying to get this right. Okay, Moon for the second. Two of Pentacles for the third. Strength for the fourth. Hierophant for the fifth. There's three major arcanas. Four. Wait, excuse me. Four major arcanas already. Queen of Wands for the sixth. Temperance for the seventh. Yikes, y'all. So many. Libras had a lot of major arcanas too. King of Swords for the eighth. Five of Pentacles, or Five of Cups, excuse me, for the ninth. Nine of Pentacles for the 10th. Okay, awesome. Five of Swords for the 11th. And Three of Wands for the 12th. Okay. Alright. So your overall energy, Scorpio rising, is the Judgment card. And with the Judgment card, it is, again, like, you see how the butterfly has the key and they're flying around with it, like, I got the keys, 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 like that, right? So, like, I feel like in this instance for you guys, Scorpio risings, that you, I feel both, but I'm feeling this stronger, that someone is going to give you like some information that will help you make a final judgment on something. Someone's going to give you an idea, some gossip, a situation, a story, whatever. And it's going to help you finally make that final judgment call that you've been trying to make. There's been something on your mind. You don't have enough evidence, but all you can do is go by intuition. And yes, Scorpio rising, you are amazing at that. But at the same time, you don't want to just go and blame someone for something when they really didn't do it and you don't have any things to back it up for it. And so I feel like this month is really revolved around you finally having that key, you finally having that idea, that story, that whatever, that can really make you move forward with a decision that you've been wanting to make for a while now. Okay? Excuse me for that noise. Okay. First house is the house of appearance, of personality, persona, and how people perceive you. And you have the Five of Wands, so you are looking like a fighter. You're looking actually quite petty a little too. And I feel this energy strongly with you guys because, or not feel it, but I understand it. And it's because you really, really deeply feel that your intuition's right about that thing that I was talking about with the Judgment card here, but you don't have evidence. And so because you don't have evidence, whoever this person is kind of playing off of that. And so they're fighting back. And so you will have your words and they'll fight back with them, and you just are perceived as someone who is just angry, bitter, and petty. In which you're not. What you're doing is you're like, I just know this is what I should be doing, but I don't have the proof. I just know it. And so you just seem a little combative. That's how people are perceiving you. It's bitter, angry, and combative. Ooh, sorry. You have the Moon card for your second house, okay? So when it comes to making money, you have to use your intuition a bit to see what will be the best route. Connect with, universal unconsciousness. So connect with God, the angels, things that we can't see. Connect with them to kind of not only help you with material and the money, but help you with self-worth too. If you are ever doubting the worthiness of you and your life and you living and the importance that you have on this earth, connect with God, connect with Source, connect with the universe, connect with angels and guides. They will bring you back into reality and make you realize how important you are. The reason why we need to connect with the universal unconsciousness, because the Moon card, although the Moon is usually connected with Cancer, the Moon card in tarot represents Pisces, and Pisces represents universal unconsciousness. So to get not only material worth but our self-worth back up, we have to be more in tune and connect with the universal unconsciousness. The Moon phases in and out, okay? Quite often, quite frequently. And so that might be our money this month. It may be phasing in and phasing out. Maybe looking real good, real bad, just up and down, okay? Two of Pentacles for the third. You're communicating with someone, Scorpio rising. Probably an earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. But they're kind of earth sign minded, and it's making you earth sign minded too. But you're communicating with them when it comes to like things that are connected to like maybe a business idea, a business deal. It could be you wanting to move forward and plan some things out, plan a business, plan an idea, whatever. Or it could be you just meeting someone and shooting the shit with somebody about like business ideas, and it kind of inspires you. You talking to them inspires you to move forward and to go forward with that idea that you have, right? Um, this could be a little bit more simpler too. That you are thinking a lot about kind of making your life a little bit more practical, a little more organized, routine, and grounded. You know what I mean? And you're just blowing ideas out there, seeing whatever sticks. But you're thinking them through within yourself, but also with other people, maybe your siblings. Um, Seeing what sticks and what's a good idea and what's not. You have the Strength card for the fourth house. Um, with this card, you're learning to be gentle yet strong, soft yet hard, masculine yet feminine. Okay. Um, there may be some changes within your home, either a move for your family, some stuff that your family has to like go a long distance for a while, or something is happening within the home. Something could be happening within, like, to your mother directly, or something could be happening. It doesn't necessarily be bad. It's just something that's different. You know what I mean? Something that could be happening with you emotionally, and you have to learn how to practice and balance your masculine and feminine, your softness and your roughness. You know, um, your gentleness and your fierceness. And knowing how to balance the both of them and be both of them is true strength. Because someone that's too meek, or someone that's too like angry, they're not really strong. It's the people that know how to balance both and know how to apply them appropriately. You know what I mean? And so there may be something going on at home. Doesn't mean if it's good or bad, neutral, whatever. But some changes are going on at home, and you're practicing your strength, learning when to be soft, learning when to be fierce. And it's cool. You have the Hierophant for the fifth house, right? And so how I'm seeing this is that, especially because the Hierophant is a Venus card, that I'm seeing more that the desires that you want, you're being more creative on how you can get those things, the desires that you want. You know what I mean? You are being more like, sorry, just grabbing something. You're being more creative. You're thinking about different ways on how you can get those desires that you want, the things that you've been vying for. Um, you're even using your talents more creatively. Honestly, I can see it as you using your actual talents to get the desires and getting the things that you want. Because like the Hierophant is like Taurus type of energy. You know what I mean? Um, it's energy of things that you've been thinking about and wanting for a while. And so the funny thing about Hierophant and being Taurus energy as well is that with the Hierophant, like with Taurus, it's grounded yet, or not even yet, grounded in earth. Like it's fixed in earth. Excuse me. So with that being said, like the Hierophant is the person that's the lay of the land, that kind of does things kind of conventionally and by the book, and doesn't really change that often. It's kind of like slow and steady wins the race, very turtle-like energy. And so the things that you are desiring and trying to find ways to be a little bit more creative and to get in those desires, you're being very fixed and grounded with it. You really want to get them, so you're not letting go. You're like a pit bull that won't let go of someone's leg. You know what I mean? You're just determined to get those desires, to get those things that you want. You know what I mean? Um, Yeah. Sixth house is Queen of Wands. So you're deciding to be a little bit more expressive every day. You want to show off, you want to show out, you feel like you deserve it. You are proud of the recent accomplishments that you have done. I don't know exactly what they are, but hey, accomplishment, right? Um, it may be different depending on, who you are, of course, right? But you are very proud of the accomplishments you have, and you're ready to be expressive. You're ready to have fun. You're ready to celebrate. You're ready to wear your finest clothes, decorate your house, show off your talents, show off your beauty, show off your looks. You're ready to just go out and enjoy life now. This is kind of reminding me of like, yes, I've like stayed in this castle all this time and I'm tired. I want to go out. I want to celebrate. I want to have fun and I'm going to do what I want. So that's why she has the most like expressive and lit dress out of all the queens. You know what I mean? Very expressive energy. And so with that being said though, you want to do it more on an everyday basis. You want to like show your creativity through your routines, through the things that you do on an everyday basis, because you're getting bored. You get like, if your routines becoming mundane, the things that you do often at frequency in your everyday life is getting mundane. You're getting tired and bored of it. You're so tired and bored of it. Okay, so you're trying to just spice things up, honestly. And even if it's like buying a new outfit, dressing a different way, cutting your hair, you're trying to spice up the part of your life so you won't be so bored. You know what I mean? Temperance card for the 7th house. This is dope because I don't even think this is connected to anyone that you're related to, like you're relating with, like a relationship wise. I think this is all about you. I'm thinking that, okay, let me just say this. The Temperance card is a card of duality. You see, it's the sun and the moon. This person is a man and a woman. 2 pictures, the hair, the turtle in the hair, it's that type of energy, of duality, seeing all perspectives, seeing all ways of thinking, right? And it's in the 7th house. And the 7th house is usually the house of relationships, one-on-one relationships, people that you really can vibe with or that you're connected with emotionally. Not emotional bond like 8th house, just people that you can vibe with emotionally, right? That you're deeply are compatible with a lot of the times, but it could be also your adversary too. But there's a thin line between love and hate, right? But anywho, your 7th house is also known as the shadow house. So the moon's your shadow, the sun is your light side. This is like the 7th and the 1st house, right? And so I really feel like you're really balancing it, understanding both your shadow side and your light side, and trying to balance them both, trying to understand the perspectives of both. And it's in the shadow house. So you may be, you're definitely being dual. You're definitely going with the duality. That's for a fact. But what you're doing is focusing a little bit more on the shadow side, understanding your shadow side, and then, because you understand your light side easily, but you're trying to understand your shadow side a little bit more, so you could become that balanced person, the person of duality. You know what I mean? This could represent 2 in relationships, as if like, you're supposed to be your 1st house and your lover's supposed to be your 7th house. It could also show that you're trying to understand your lover a little bit more, your 7th house lover, your shadow side lover. But I really feel like this is something that you're going between, with amongst yourself. You know what I mean? King of Swords for the 8th house. I really feel like you're using your smarts, your intelligence, your charm, and your slyness, right? Because the fox is here, to try to get things that you want, to try to get that. And it could be anything within the 8th house, because the 8th house represents emotional bonding, it represents sex and intimacy, it represents shared money, it represents death and transformation. So if you want a big transformation within your life, you're using your words and your intelligence, you're planning it out, and you're making it happen. You want that money, that inheritance that you're supposed to get from grandpa. You you're going after it. You're using your smarts, you're using your brains. You're going for it. You're trying to get laid. You're trying to get with someone who's like you've been on your mind and you really have an emotional connection with. You're using your charm. You know what I mean? It's just, the King of Swords is very much like air energy. Reminds me of an Aquarius. And, Aquarius is known as the genius. You're using your intelligence, your uniqueness, your charm to get what you want. To get that emotional connectiveness that you've been really looking for, or that thing that you really emotionally connect with in general. You know what I mean? Five of Cups usually means that you are really down and sad about something. The ninth house is the house of foreign philosophies, foreign ideas, foreign travel. I feel like you may have found something out about something that you really deeply believe in, and it disappointed the crap out of you, and it really hurt you really bad in July. Okay. Um, it could manifest as a Sagittarius person disappointed you, or even a was it Gemini person maybe disappointed you, but I don't think that's it. I think this is you studying, learning about different things, learn about different philosophies. You end up finding out something horrific and terrible, or something that just really disappointed you, and it kind of warped your way of thinking, and now you don't even know where to go from here because it really hurts you emotionally. Scorpio risings are the types they're water, so they're ruled by emotion. And so when they emotionally bond with something, right? They're fixed energy. They really bond with it. And so when they get disappointed, it breaks their hearts. It breaks their hearts. Sorry for that noise, y'all. So, with that being said, you might be really, really disappointed in a philosophy or religion or a professor, something within higher learning, something within your church, whatever, mosque, whatever, and you're just down about it, and you're kind of contemplating, should I leave, should I stay, should I go, what should I do? You know what I mean? So that's what you might be going through for July 2018. Okay. You could be disappointed with the foreign travel, just something with foreign travel too. Like maybe you had an opportunity to go out of the country, learn about something different, and for some reason it's not working out. You could be disappointed with that too. But you got Nine of Pentacles for your 10th house, which is lovely. The thing that's cool about Nine of Pentacles is that it's like showing you that the best is yet to come. You know what I mean? You see in this card how like you see the pentacles here, but you also see some flowers budding. And so when you're growing fruit, right? A flower comes first and then the fruit comes afterwards. So it's showing that the fruit, which is the pentacle, like it's gonna come after these flowers have finished blooming, but there's already some pentacles that you can pick out. You know what I mean? So you're seeing the beginning of your successes. People are seeing the beginning of some financial gain possibly that's connected to your career. But what I see more out of anything is you're seeing the the beginning of some great status or recognition that you're about to get. You know what I mean? Again, it could be connected to career, it could be connected to your family, whatever. But it's been a long time coming. This is Pentacles energy, and Pentacles takes a while. But you've been working at something for a while. You're finally starting to see the fruits of your labor, and it's coming through. Because it's Pentacles too is probably connected with money and your career and your job, especially because it's in the 10th house as well. 10th house is technically the house of career and recognition. But yeah, you're definitely up in your status, getting that recognition. You're starting to see the beginnings of it. So this is just the beginning in July, okay? 11th house, which is the house of friends, acquaintances, non-immediate family members, networks, but also how people perceive your talents. This is a shady ass card, y'all. this person's like running away, and he's stabbing him in his back. Like, this is insane. The fifth card is usually, like, 5 cards are usually challenge cards. As you see, this is a challenge card with the emotion. You're emotionally let down. Someone has let you down in the logical sense. Someone is using their words to try to tear you down. Someone is using, like, doing like certain like things to kind of stab you in the back. You have all these swords coming at you. That's like insults all coming at you. And then this person has this insult right in there and is trying to stab you in the back. You have some friends that are not for you. You need to check them. Even if they are for you and they're going through something weird, they're going through an issue, check them, please. Okay? Bug on me. Check them, okay? Of course, like, check your facts, check your sources. This might be connected to that judgment card thing I was saying. You finally have the key to move forward with something because you've been probably feeling like this person's been talking all this shit about you, and now you get it. Now you realize that they have. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you're getting all the facts of people kind of being shady and talking shit and doing fucked up stuff. Check them. I think it's definitely connected with the judgment card. Okay. And this is 2, actually. But I'll talk about that later. Last but not least, this is actually connected to the 5 of Cups too. 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands, you see is the glasses and the pen. So you're kind of in studious mode now, trying to get a better understanding of spirituality and a better understanding of the unknown and the universal unconsciousness and your self-undoing and what you need to do to really get there. You're in novice stage. You have a lot of passion on trying to really understand spirituality, and so you're just writing things down, working on it, figuring things out, studying deeply. And you may not even be literally studying. You may have felt like studying has led you to nothing. So what you're really doing is actually studying with spiritually, connecting with source, connecting with the universe, connecting with God, and studying that way, going to the astro realm, doing like occult stuff. Try to connect that way instead of learning through books. And you probably are feeling like, I have to make a connection myself. I have to figure out these things myself, because when I did study and I listened to other people's ideas, they let me down. And I ended up being sad and brokenhearted. So now I have to figure this spirituality stuff by myself. I have to do the study on myself. I have to look at it myself, figure it out myself. That's what I got for that, for sure. So again, judgment card definitely goes along with this reading, especially what I just said about the 3 of Wands. You have the keys. You have the ability to figure out your own truth, okay? You've been having probably a weird feeling about some specific philosophy that you've been focusing on, whether it's religious, scientific, whatever. You've been feeling weird about this friend who's been acting kind of shady. You know what I mean? You've been feeling kind of funny about this person you've been emotionally bonding with, and they've been kind of sly on the low. You've been feeling kind of funny about your money too, and it's been making you combative, because with Scorpios, they really hold a lot in. They don't want to be expressive because they want to have full control, but they have a lot of emotion inside. And so you have all this emotion inside, you don't know how to let it out, and so you ended up looking combative. But don't worry, because eventually you're going to get this key that'll open up all these ideas and make you realize, open up all these truths actually, and make you realize what's really going on. You do have some great cards here. The strength card for the 4th, you being strength, maybe you understanding the duality between masculine and feminine here and in here, so you're going to be really connected with your fam, really connected with your shadow self and your light self. More self stuff here too, with the Queen of Wands just being self-expressive, shaking up and jizzing up the your everyday mundane things that you do all on a constant basis. You know what I mean? Um, this is a very this is like a realization month for you, for Scorpios. Okay, big realization month for you guys. But much love to you guys. I hope you have a lovely 4th of July, a beautiful July. Remember, these energies are not in like definite. Um, of course, there's some that are harder than others. Like the major arcanas are harder to change. The minor arcanas are easier to change, but we have the power to change energies, okay? Or use them to our liking, use them to our favor, okay? Nothing is definite. Energy is ever changing. This Neptune in retrograde will definitely make you realize that, okay? I do have a podcast called My Bed and Astrology. Please check it out. It's on most podcast platforms. It's really cool. I talk about really cool, different stuff about astrology that people really don't talk about that often. So definitely try that. Listen to that. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, and all that good stuff on here. And my social media will be in the description box. It may take a while for the description box to pop up with the right information, but it'll be there. It'll be there. Much love to you, Scorpio risings. I wish you the very best this July. Peace out.